everyone. My name is Putri Nabilla, and today I would like to share a story I've read for my extensive reading assignment. This story really touched my heart because it talks about something many of us can relate to: moving to a new place, feeling out of place, but slowly finding your way. The story is titled A Story of Courage, written by Parmer. I found this story on a website called worldstories.org.uk. It's a great platform that offers stories from around the world in different languages and cultures. If you love reading or learning from different perspectives, you should definitely check it out. The story I've read is around 11 and a half pages long, so it's a bit longer than usual short stories, but very worth reading because especially of how emotionally layered and meaningful it is. This is a story about a 10 years old boy named Harjit Singh who just moved from Amritsar, India to Paris, France with his family because his father got a new job. At the beginning, Harjit feeling cold, tired, and clearly not happy about the move. He missed his friends, his familiar home, and the warm weather of India. When he arrives at the airport in Paris, he already feels uncomfortable because a boy is staring at his turban, making him feel self-conscious. In his rush to leave the awkward situation, he takes a suitcase from the carousel that isn't his. On the way to their new apartment, Harjit noticed so many differences between Paris and India: clean streets, quiet roads, organized traffic, and people speaking a language he doesn't understand. Even though it all looks beautiful, it also feels strange and lonely. And that night, he cries himself to sleep. The next morning, he discovered that the suitcase he took contained objects from India, which is a golden temple icon and a Taj Mahal souvenir, but none of them belonged to him. Then he realized he is taking the wrong bag. Then he tells his fathers, and his fathers comfort him and promises to call the airport. And later that day, Harjit goes to his new school. He sees children dressed in uniforms, speaking French, and again, none of them wears a turban like him. But then something surprising happens. He sees the same boy who was staring at him at the airport before, now crying alone in the corridor. His father encouraged him to say hello, and Harjit bravely introduced himself. The boy's name is Pierre, and it turns out that Pierre just returned from a family trip to India and had lost his suitcase, the exact one Harjit accidentally took before. In here, they talk using simple English and become fast friends. Pierre shows Harjit around the school and even invites him to join a presentation about India. By the end of the day, Harjit feels much better. He realized that this new experience isn't just scary, but it's also exciting. He is beginning to understand how meeting new people, facing his fears, and being open-minded can help him grow. And this story taught me that changes in life can feel uncomfortable at first, especially when we move to a completely different place. But if we face our fears, stay open, and connect with others, beautiful things can happen. I also learned the importance of cultural identity of how small acts of kindness, like saying hello, can lead to a meaningful friendship. Just like hardship, many people around the world experience this kind of transition, and stories like this can help us to understand what they go through. Thank you for listening to my retelling of A Story of Courage. I hope you enjoyed the story and maybe even learned something from it too. Don't forget to appreciate your own culture while also being open to new experiences. See you next time.